Hello everyone, welcome to the Mercury Virtual. Hope you are doing good. Today I am going to continue or start with the new module, that is the next module. We have finished with the database design concepts in the last class. Now I am going to start with the new module. That is the new concept, new module, that is employability and the professional development. That is how to develop the employability task, or what are the various, we can say, the target, what are the various skills that the employers have or that the employability have, and what are the various professional environment, what are the various professional skills that is used to develop the professional environment, that is employability and the professional development. This is the new module, this is the today's module, that I am going to start with the new module, that is employability and the professional development, right? So in the last class we have finished with the database design concepts module, and today I am going to start with the new module, that is employability and the professional development. As the name advises, employability and the professional development, that means how to develop the employability skills, that is how to develop the leadership skills, employability skills, and how to develop the professional development, that is the professional skills are also required to develop the skills or to develop the target, that is the professional development. One is the employability development, one is the professional development, that is employability and the professional development. So this is the new module. In this module we are going to study what are the various concepts that is used with the, that is something related to the theoretical topic, or that is something related to the management part, not the exactly the IT part. That's why I finish, or I will try to finish this module within 20 days only, because this is something related to the management, that is the employability skills, professional skills, that is general term that you already know because you are working somewhere. Most of the students that I taught are working somewhere, so this is generally they are generally, we can say, the compatible or used to with this module or these modules. So this is general. So let's start with the new module, that is employability and the professional development. So this is a book that you seen on the screen. That this is a book that says career development, learning, and the employability. That is how to develop the career and how to use the learning. That is the career development and the learning that is used in the development strategy. And that this is written by the HE board, that is the higher education authority that is used for the database management. That is the career development and the employability. So this is the first part, the first page that says the learning and the employability that is used, that is series 1 and the 2, and how to learn them, that is defined with the various educational institution that is considering the enhancement of education with the employability, and the publication that will be of interest to the new college, or that is in the interest of the new criteria that is using the employability and the development of the criteria. And in response to demand, we have uploaded, or we updated and issued a new title that is used, that is a teaching support network that is used. Now titles currently available. So what are the various titles that is currently available with this task are as follows. Now first is the title, that is a series 1 that is used, that is employability and the higher education that is used. So what it is and what is not. So next is the series 1, that is a very title that is currently available at the series 1 that is used, that is employability and the higher education that is used, that is what is the needed and what is not needed, that is what is the main motto of the judging the and communicating the achievement, that is the Peter Knight and the Mans Yoke. Then embedding employability, that is given by the Yoke, and then the Moreland that is also used, that is a work-based learning that is also used for the employability skills. Then series 2 is a work-related learning in the higher education, that is the Neil Moreland. And then employability for the research postgraduate, that is a Janet Metcalf and the Alexandra Gray. Then employability and the part-time student, that is a Brendla title, ethics and the employability. And the series editor is Professor Mars Duke, that is also available. And this is the content of this book that is available. First is the introduction of this concept, or introduction of the employability and the professional development, then preview of the key point, then sustainable employability, that is the how to maintain a consistent employability, that is sustainable employability, then career development learning, then implementing the career development learning with the higher education, that is also used. Then how career services can help, that is what are the various services that is available with the career, that is a career services that can help the users. Then next is the conclusion that is used, then next is the bibliography, then acknowledgement, references. This is whole about the book, all about the module, that is this module, because this is general module, that is generally the case studies that is generally used. So let's move to the next part. We can say this is your whole modules that is used. There are total 16 modules that is used in this one. This is Edexcel BTEC level 4 and the 5 higher national specification in the computing and the system development criteria, and in totality there are total 16 modules that is used. So one is the business skills for e-commerce, computer system, and third one is employability and the professional development that I'm going to start right now. And we are finished with the business skills, computer system, management, no, system development, no, website design, yeah, multimedia design, database design concept, procedural language, object-oriented language. So we have finished with various modules. So let's move to this module. What is the main content in this module? So this is unit number 3, that is employability and the professional development, that is unit 3. Then unit code is given, then level 4, that is a BTEC higher national, then credit value is 15. Then what is the main aim of this module? To provide the learners with the opportunity to acquire the employability skills required for the effective employment. That is, what are the various employability skills that is required by the person to that is required for the effective employment, and to manage their own personal and the professional development. That is how to manage their personal affairs, or how to manage their personal we can say the requirements and the professional development. That is how to manage the manage the person in a professional and the personal development. And this is the unit aspect, that is how the learners of the we can say the employability and the professional development uses the employability skills as a prerequisite to enter into the job market, that is used in this one. And the unit consider the skill that is required for the various concept that is used in the various dynamic environment. Then this is the unit abstract of this book, that is what are the various unit abstract that is available in this book that is used for the various concept. And this unit considers the skill that is required for the general employment, such as the interpersonal and the transferable skills that is used with the dynamic environment, that is used with the various concept, that is including the leadership and the communication skills. And it also deals with the everyday working requirement of the problem solving, which includes the identification or specification of the problem, that is strategies that is used, and the evaluation of the results, and how to use them in the reflective practices, that is a unit abstract of this book. Then next is a learning outcome, that is what are the various learning outcome that is available in this book. And on successful completion of this unit, a learner will be able to take the responsibility of for this or for personal and the professional development, that is how to use the or how to take the responsibility for the professional and the personal development. Then these are the various, we can say, the learning outcome that is available or that is covered when we completed this module. So these are the 4 learning outcome that is used. First is be able to take responsibility for own personal and the professional development. That is, it is the first point that is used, that is how to make the responsible, or how to we can say the make the personally responsible or the professionally development, that is how to develop their personal skills as well as the professional skills. Then next is be able to demonstrate acquired interpersonal and the transferable skill, that is how to demonstrate or how to use or how to acquire the interpersonal and the transferable skill that is used, that is the learning outcome. Next one, that is used to demonstrate the interpersonal and the transferable skills. Then understand the dynamic of the working with others, that is how to use or how to dynamic or how to work with the others, that is how to work in the group, that is the next concept, that is the next learning outcome. So first is the responsibility, or we can say the understanding of the personal and the professional development, that is there is a difference between the personal and the professional development. So what are the various skills that is required for developing the personal and the professional development? Then be able to demonstrate the acquired interpersonal and the transferable skill, that is what are the interpersonal skills and what are the transferable skills that is used in the we can say the employability and the professional development. Then understand the dynamic of the working with others, that is how to work with the other, what are the various concepts or what is the main tool, that is how to work with the other, that is the dynamic of the working with others. Then be able to develop strategies for problem solving. That is, now if any problem arises, that how to solve that problem, that is what are the various strategies, what are the various, we can say, the criteria that is used to develop, or that is used to define, that is used for the problem solving. So what are the various steps? So first is analyzing the problem. Then if, we can say, the analyze the various options. So then choose the suitable option or the best suitable option, and then at last develop the, or we can say, the select the action. So these are the 4 learning outcomes that is available with this module, that is available with this employability and the professional development. So first part is be able to take responsibility for own personal and the professional development. In this we are going to study responsibilities, on responsibility, example the personal responsibilities, direct and the indirect responsibilities, relations and the adaptability. Then decision making processes and skills, then ability to learn and develop with the work role, other than the employment legislation that is used with the various ethics, that is used with the employment rights and the responsibilities. Then next, in this content only, there is a performance objective. So one is a personal objective, that is the responsibilities. Then next is a performance objective, that is how to set and monitor the performance objective. That is what are the various objects, what are the various, we can say, the term that is used for the performance objective. That is how to set and monitor. That is how to set means how to target the performance objective, and to how to monitor whether the achieved target is fulfilled or not. This includes the individual appraisal system, that is if an employee is working good, or if an employee target is achieving good, so we can appreciate the employee. That is one of the performance appraisal that is used. Example, the salary levels, bonus payment, promotions, strength, weaknesses, training needs, communication. So these are the various, we can say, the performance objective that is used. That is on the basis of performance, what are the various mottos, what are the various objective that is used with the performance objectives. And then next is the motivation and the performance, that is how to use the motivation, how to use the performance. So this includes the application and the appraisal of the motivational theories, that is what are the various motivational theory that is used, what are the various application that is used, and what are the various techniques that is used for the various motivation and the performances and the techniques. That includes the rewards and the incentives, that includes the manager's role, self-motivational factor, that is the motivation and the performance. Then next is the development plan, that is also used, that is used for the personal and the professional development. That includes the current performance, future needs, opportunities and the threats to career progression, aims and the objective, achievement dates, review dates, learning program activities, action plans, the performance development plan. So these are the various techniques that is used for the employability, that is used for the performance of the employability. The next is be able to demonstrate, that is the next move, we can say, the learning objective, learning outcome, that is how to, or be able to demonstrate the acquired interpersonal and the transferable skills. This includes the effective communication, that is how to we can say, the evaluate or how to communicate in an effective way. That includes the verbal and the non-verbal, for example, awareness and the use of the body language, openness, responsiveness, formal and the informal feedback to and from colleagues, that is how to speak with the colleagues in formal way and the informal way, because whenever you are within the organization, you behave with the formal way, and whenever you are outside the organization, you behave either in the formal way, informal way. That is how to get the feedback in an informal way and the formal way. Then IT as an effective communication media or medium, then team meeting. So these are the various terms that is used in this one, that is effective communication. The next is interpersonal skills, that is how to deal with various colleagues, or how to judge with various colleagues. That is what are the various skills that is used to achieve the interpersonal skill, that is interpersonal skills. That includes the soft skills, example the personal effectiveness, working with the others, use of initiative, negotiating skills, that is I'm going to negotiate in the market from the shopkeeper, from the boss about the salary, anything, that is a negotiating skills, assertiveness skills and the social skills. The next is a time management, that is how to manage the time. This is one of the, we can say, the tool, one of the skill that is available in the manager, that is a time management, that is use the effective timing or use the time effectively, making and keeping the appointments, reliable estimate of the task time. Then third outcome is understand the dynamic of the working with others, that is understand what is the dynamic, or what is the, we can say, the content that is used, that is understand the dynamic of the working with the others. Then that is working with the others, that is the nature and the dynamic of the team and the group work, informal and the formal settings, purpose of the team and the group, example long-term corporate objectives, strategies, problem solving and short-term development projects, flexibility, adaptability, team player. So these are the various role, that is how to working with the other, that is how to adjust with the other. So what are the various, we can say, the etiquette that is used, that is to used with the working with the others. Then team and the team building, that is how to maintain the team, and what are the team building, what are the various criteria for the team building, that is the teams and the team building. Then that include the selecting the team members, example the specialist role, skill and the style, approach mixes, identification of the team, what are the various team health evaluation, action planning, monitoring. These are the various dynamics that is used with how to work with the others. Now last outcome is be able to develop the strategies for the problem solving, that is develop the strategies, develop the solution, develop the algorithm that is used for the problem solving. First includes specification of the problem, that is what is the problem, we can say what is the main crux from where the problem arises, that is the specification. That includes the definition of the problem, analysis and the clarification. Definition means define the problem, what is the problem, why there is a problem arise. Then analyze the problem, that is the analysis, and then clarify the problem, that is clarify whether the problem is a valid problem or not. Then identification of possible outcomes, that is identify what are the various possible outcomes, or what are the various possible alternative that is available. That includes the identification and assessment of various alternative outcomes. The next is tools and the methods that is used, that is the problem solving methods and the tools, that is plan and implement, sources of information, solution methodologies, selection and implementation of the best corrective action, example time scale, stages, resources, critical path analysis. That is how to plan and implement the various sources of information. Then this fourth part, that is be able to design or develop the strategies for problem solving. That also includes the evaluation, that is whenever first of all we target, or first of all we judge, specify the problem, then what are the various possible outcomes that is available with the problem. Then next is plan and implement the sources of information. Then next is the evaluation, that is how to evaluate the techniques whether a problem was solved or not. That is a measurement of the solution against the specification and the desired outcomes. That is a speciality or sustainability, that is. Then next is the learning outcome and the assessment criteria. That is what are the learning outcomes, what are the various learning criteria that is used, that is available with the learning outcomes. So for the first learning outcome, these are the four assessment criteria that is used, that is available, that is reflect on current skills and the competences, that is again the professional development and the organization skills or objectives. Then evaluate on the development needs and the activities that is required to meet them. Then devise a personal and the professional development plan based on the identified needs. Then reflect on the own development against the original aims and the objective that is used in the personal and the professional development. These are the four we can say the assessment criteria, or these are the four tasks that is achieved, or that is that get fulfilled with the use of the LO1. And these are the four tasks, or these are the two assessment criteria for the passing marks that is used, that is a communicate in a variety of styles and appropriate manner at various levels. Suppose I'm at the managerial level, so I can communicate in a different way. I'm in a superior level, I'm communicate in a different way. I'm in a subordinate level, I communicate in a different way. So it depends on the communication to the communication, that communicate in the variety of styles and the appropriate manner at different levels. Then demonstrate effective time management strategies. That is what are the various time management strategies, that is the development of the time management strategy. Then LO2 is understand the dynamic of working with others, that is how to work with the others, what are the various dynamics that is used in the with the working with the others. This include again the two actions. One is the analyze the team dynamic, that is analyze the team dynamic matlab means what is the team size, how many persons are available in a team, that is a team dynamic. Then discuss the roles that people play in a team, that is for example different roles are assigned to different peoples in a team, that is you are doing something, you are doing production, you are doing sales, so different roles are available in a team, and how they can work together to achieve the shared goal, that is how they can work together, how they can communicate with each other to achieve the shared goal. Then LO4, that is be able to develop the strategies for the problem solving. So this includes the three parts, that is the review tools and the methods for developing the solution to the problems, then develop an appropriate strategy for resolving a particular problem, then evaluate the potential impact on the business of the implementing the strategies, that is how to implement the strategies, how to do the strategies, how to mark the strategies, that is used with the various concepts. And this is the guidance of this book, or we can say the guidance of this module, and these are the various books that is available with this one, that is the resources. Now move to our module, that is a new module. So first is the introduction. So first module that is used is the, or first chapter, that is the introduction chapter, that is only one page chapter. So this book or this guide is designed to help the higher education staff understand more clearly the relationship of the career development learning to strategies designed to enhance the employability of the student or employability of the staff. That is how to increase the employability skills, or how to increase the professional development skill that is available in the student, that is available in the colleagues, that is available in the staff of the employees. Career development learning is concerned with helping students to acquire the knowledge, concepts, skills, and attitude which will equip them to manage their careers. That is a career development means that is related to a career. After completing the computing and the IT development or computing and system development, what do you do? What is the main motto for getting the degree or the diploma? What is the main concern? So this will, or whenever we use the career development, that will help the, that will help to ensure that manage them in an effective way, or manage them in an effective manner, so that they can work with, or a student can know what is their career development, how their career go, and what is the main impact of making the career development. That is the career development learning that is concerned with helping the student to acquire the knowledge, concept, skills, and the attitude that is required, that will equip to manage their careers. That is, equip means that is used to manage their career, that is used to build their careers, that is their lifelong progression in learning and the work, that is how they work, what is their lifelong progression that is used with the work. And this guide is aimed particularly at, so what is the main motto of this guide? Particularly at the staff. So this guide is mainly for the employees who work in an environment, because student needs something for the career development, but does not need too much like a, or that needs by the colleague, that needs by the staff. So the guide is aimed particularly at the staff who are responsible for the curriculum design. Then next is the staff within the teaching department. So one is the staff that is responsible for the curriculum design. One is the staff with the teaching department, that is used with the teaching department, and the career services that is used, who are responsible for the delivery of curriculum component. That is, it is available for the staff as well as the staff with the teaching department. One is for the curriculum development, one is for the teaching department, that use the services, that use the career services, who are responsible for the delivery of curricular component that is concerned with the career development learning. That is how to develop their career, what is the development career development learning that is used. There are two main aim for this guide. Themes covered includes the nature of the employability strategies within the higher education, that is how to manage them, how to use them, that is employability strategies that is used within the higher education, and the place of the career development within such strategies that is used. The next is the nature of the career development learning. Then ways in which the career development learning can be implemented with the higher education. Then the roles of the teaching department of career services in implementing career development learning. So these are the various sections that is used. These themes covered, or these themes that covered include, so these are the various inclusion that is included with the themes. So one is the nature of the employability strategies within the higher education and the place of career development within such strategies. Then the nature of career development learning, then the ways in which the career development learning can be implemented with the higher education, within the higher education, and the role of the teaching department and of the career services. Now, introduction is over. That is just an introduction. That is how to, what is the main module, what is the content of this module, and why we are studying this module, what is the main motto, what is the main benefit of using or benefit of studying this module. Now, chapter number 2 is preview of the key point. That is preview of the key point. What are the various key points? What are the various key targets that is used in this concept? So first point is the growing attention within the higher education to enhancing the students' employability, response to student motivation and to policy concern. That is, what are the various attention that is given to the higher education. So the governing attention, so growing is not the governing attention, it's a growing attention, that is grow the attention that is needed. So to grow the focus within the higher education to enhance the student. Enhance means increase their capabilities, that is enhancing the students employability, respond to student motivations and to policy concern. It can reinforce others than the threaten traditional academic values, but it may also require organizational change within the higher education. That is how to change the higher education that is used, because in nowadays the education is different, but now, sorry, earlier days the education is different, but now the education is different because you are learning online teaching. Because we can say the 5 years before there is no as such concept that is used right now, that is the online teaching concept, but now it is common. Even the school going children also you also opt for the online teaching for their math, science, any subject, that is the online teaching. So this is demand may growing in higher education with the use of the employability skills or the professional skills. So there are multiple skills that is available with the student, that is available with the teacher, that is available with the staff. And second point is definitions of employability can focus on immediate employment. So whatever the definition of employability that can define or that can focus on the immediate employment or the sustainable employment. That is either the immediate employment, that is a sudden employment, or the sustainable employment. That is a we can define the employment into various categories. Either that may be a immediate employment, either that may be a sustainable employment. The third of these is in particular requires attention. That is a sustainable development requires attention. That requires attention to be paid to the longer term career development. That is also used for the long term career development. That is how to develop the career. That is the long term career development. Next, third point is attention to career development in definition of the sustainable employability. So increase the development part, increase or attention is given to the career development, that is defined in definition of the sustainable employability that has not been always be as strong it might have been. Then the terminology that is used to for describe career development learning in higher education has fluctuated. So whatever the technology, what are the terminology that is used to describe the career development, that is changing, because you are opting the Edexcel course, that is the level 5 and the level 4. For example, suppose we wish to change this level 4 and the level 5 into level 6, if this is generated, or level 3, so we can easily change because the modules are almost the same, but the content is different, or we can say the length is different, or we can say the growth is different, or the scope is different. So the whatever the terminology that is used for the career development that is studied in the higher education was fluctuated with careers education and the career management skills as the alternative formulation. That is, what are the various alternative formulations, what are the various career development skills that is used with the career education and the career management skill that is used as alternative formulations. A number of different conceptual models have also been developed with the dots of the dot model that is particularly influenced. So whatever the different concept, whatever the different model that is used, that is developed with the dots model that is being influenced. Next point is career development learning can be viewed as addressing as an aspect of employability or a set of related meta skills. So whatever the career development learning that can be viewed as a learning, that can be used as a model or the tool, or can be viewed as a learning as addressing an aspect of employability. So this is also aspect of employability, that is a career development or a set of related metadata skills. So next is the career development learning that can be used as an addressing addressing of the employability or the set of the related meta skills. The next point is career development learning that can be delivered through specific modules. So either we can give the career development techniques with the help of specific modules through more general curriculum integration or outside the curriculum. So either we can use the concept, either we can use the aspect within the organization or without the organization, or beyond the organization or within the organization, or within the we can say the module within the syllabus, or beyond the or outside the syllabus. The modular approach has been growing. That is a modular approach, whatever the approach that is used, that is growing in various aspects. And in a number of institutions, number of reasons, close links have been established between the career development learning and the process of personal development learning. So in most of the organization, most of the institution that is used, there is a close link that will be established. There is a close link that is established between the career development and the process of the personal development planning. So there are two types of development. One is the career development, one is the personal development, that is the professional and the personal development. Then the teaching and the learning method that is used in the career development learning needs to be personally engaged, or needs to be personally, we can say, the engaging, and therefore active and the interactive in the nature. So whatever the career development that is used, that is created in the nature, that is created in the activity that is available in the career development. And they also need to make the world of the work real, that is a real work that can be made, that is a career development, and therefore include or draw more from direct experience of the work. So whatever the experience that is used, that is the direct experience of the work. So the assessment method that can also be used, that is also available to reflect the learning goals of the program, that is assessment method that will be used in the achieving the goal, that is used with the achieving the targets. Then the career services that is used with the various organization, with the various universities, can also make a sustainable contribution to that career development learning. So whatever the career services that is used, whatever the development that is used, that is available with the various universities, that can make a sustainable contribution to the career development learning. And there are a number of different modules or different models for the perspective role of the career service and to the teaching department in delivering the career development learning. So for example, if I'm using the I'm teaching, I taught you the various modules of the Edexcel, and I'm also going to teach right now from today only, that is employability and the professional development. So these are the various models, or these are the various, we can say, the approaches that is used for the various development of the module, that is the respective goal of the module, that is the respective role of the various careers, that is the respective role of the various model, that is the various models are also used for the delivering the career development learning, that is in the teaching department. And the nature of such models is likely to be vary depending in part on whether the course is vocational course, semi-vocational course, or the non-vocational course. So it depends on the course to course. If the course is a vocational course, then the criteria is different, development is different, and the content is different, or we can say the every criteria, everything that is controlled is different. But if it is a semi-vocational, modules are different, work is different, assignments are different, everything is different. And non-vocational, everything is different, that is non-vocational in nature. So it depends on the module to module, what are the various modules, what are the various courses that is available, that is used with the nature. Then The growth of the career development learning is very important as for the significance of the organization location of the career services, because for example some organization also provide the benefits to the customer in terms of their PG courses, in terms of their post graduation courses, that is for the self study, or we can say the distant learning courses, that so that their employee can grow and they can work better for their organization. That is the career development learning. That is also one of the significant implication for the organization location of the career services within the institutions and for the competences that is required for their staffs. Now, third is sustainable employability. That is, what is the sustainable employability and how to use the sustainable employability. Now, what are the various benefits of the focus on the employability? So the attention within the higher education to enforcing or enhancing the student employability potentially serves a number of important purposes. There are multiple purposes that will be used, that is used to enhance the student employability. That is, what is the sustainable development, or how to enhance the student employability potentially serves as a number of important purposes. First of all, it responds to the student motivation for entering the higher education. A survey of the school students found that the most important personal reason that is cited for going to university were alongside to study a subject that really suits me. That is, going to study a subject, going to study a module that really suits me. Three vocationally oriented reasons that is used to have a professional career, to improve my job prospects, or to gain the entrance to the well-paid career. These are the various vocationally oriented reasons that is used. First is the professional career, and next so that develop the professional career so that you are professionally secure, you are professionally available, so that you can capture anything, you can do anything. That is a professional career. And to improve my job aspects, that is if I'm working somewhere, if I'm increasing my, we can say, the capabilities, increasing my qualifications, so that I can simply shift, I can simply switch from one company, one organization to the another organization, or to gain entrance to a well-paid career. That is we can also make our career that is a well-paid career. Each of these four reasons was rated by around 4/5 as extremely or very important. Where institution or student tuition fees are payable, such vocational motivations are likely to be strengthened. So this is available to the subject that suited the object. Then three vocationally oriented reasons, that is, what are the various reasons, it depends on the career also. That is the vocationally oriented reason that is used, that is the professional career, improve the job prospects, gain the entrance to a well-paid career. Now, what is the second point? So first is it responds to the student motivation for entering the higher education. Secondly, it responds to the policy concern, that is, it responds to the policy concern that is available in three matters, that is available in three modes, that is a policy concern. So an important aspect of the rationale for the large sum which the government invests in the higher education, that is a contribution of the government. Government also contribute in the environment, or we can say the government also contribute in the follower that is used for the various aspect, that is used for the various employability skills. So that is used for the large sum that is used, that is which the government invests in the higher education, that is a contribution which it makes to the development of the country's human capital. The more employable students are, therefore the greater the economic yield is likely to be from this investment. Now, with reference to the policy concern, if we expand the higher education, that is also designed to serve social equity goals by increasing the access for disadvantaged group. And to achieve such goals, attention needs to be paid not only to ensuring the participation of these groups in higher education, but also to enhance their subsequent success in the labor market. That is how to enhance, how to make their part, or how to enhance their subsequent success in the labor market. Now, third is far from undermining with wider academic values, it can be interpreted as reinforcing such values in three respects. So whatever the aspect that is used, whatever the academic value that is used, it can be interpreted as reinforcing the values that is available in three aspects. What are the three aspects? So by emphasizing general or generic competencies rather than the direct subject relevance, it can help to resist the creeping vocationalism I'm so sorry, that is available in terms of the course content to legitimate the continuing value of the traditional academic discipline. So in simple terms, what are the various generic concepts, what are the various generic competencies that is used rather than the direct subject relevance. So we can focus on the generic competencies. What are the various competencies, what are the various targets, what are the various achievements, what are the various goals rather than the direct subject relevance. And it can help to resist creeping vocationalism in terms of the course content and to legitimate the continuing value of the traditional academic discipline. That is, what are the various discipline, what are the various legitimate value that is available with the discipline. Over two-thirds of the graduate vacancies in the UK are for graduate in any stream that is available in the any stream, that may be a commerce stream, that may be a science stream, any stream. Employers tend to be much more concerned with the generic graduate attribute that is available with the subject matter. So in UK, employers looking for the employees or looking for the students, looking for their staff with the graduate graduate attribute with the subject knowledge. So if a person graduate in the commerce, so he or she have a full knowledge about the commerce. Next, because the generic competencies valued by the employers are developed largely through active learning or teaching, and the learning processes, a constructive alliance can be forged between the employability agenda and the pedagogy reform. That is, the pedagogy is also used for the teaching reforms, and the teaching reform, that is how to develop in the mind of the children, how to develop in the way of the children, that is how to build the mind of the children. And because these generic competencies can also be developed through active extracurricular activities, and then next point is we can also achieve these generic capabilities with the help of the generic activity, that is also achieved with the help of the extracurricular activities that is used, that is the employability agenda can reaffirm the values of the wider student experience, that is wider student experience is also given for the student capability, that includes the participation in the student organized activity. So there are various activities that will be used that will help the student in the various activities in the student agenda. So next point I'm going to discuss after a break. So let's take a short break only for 5 minutes, because this class I'm going to leave this class at around 5:30 in as per the IST. So let's take only 5 minutes break, then come back, then again start the session and finish the class early. So that's all for sorry, takes a break right now. The session. So the next part or the next advantages or the next benefit that is provided are the as follows. That is, at the same time, it may also require the organizational change that will be used, that is within the higher education. In particular, it may necessitate the various concerns that is used that may require the organization change, that is concerned not just with the good academic practices but with the promoting the goals of employability through the such practices, that is concerned not just with the good academic practices, that is what are the various good academic practices that is available, that is used with promoting the goals of the employability, that is how to employ the goals, how to promote the goals of the employability, that is used, that is available with such practices, that is available with the practices of the goal, that is used with the good practices or good academic practices. Making such goal transparent to the teachers and the students. So making such goals transparent and the teachers to the transparent to the teachers and the student, that is available, that is used with this goal, that is every goal is transparent to the teacher as well as the student. Why? Because they are only making the employability, they are only making the professional development, none else. So and the goals must be transparent, goals must be achieved, goals must be targeted to the teachers or transparent to the teachers and the student. Then adding the supplementary programs where appropriate to ensure the achievement of these goals. So if the module that is given, if the program that is given is not sufficient, so we can also add the module, we can also add the supplementary module that is used, that is wherever that is appropriate to ensure the achievement of the goal. So we can use the every module, we can use the every subject that is used to achieve the program, that is used to achieve the target, that is used to ensure whether there will be achievement of this module or the not, that is adding the supplementary program that is used. So these are the, we can say, the three concerns that is used, why we require the organization change with the higher education in particular. So first is the concern not just with the good practices that is used, but with promoting the goals of the employability through such practices. That is how to use such practices, how to use the goals that is available with practices such as promoting the goals of the employability through such practices. For example, if I am a teacher, I taught you the Edexcel. There are total 16 modules in this one, and each module has a different aspect. For example, one is the database design concepts, that is related to the database design. One is the employability, that increases your employability skills. One is a procedure programming, that is related to the programming part. One is the object oriented programming, that is related to the object oriented programming. These are the various modules. So every module has some target. So keeping in mind the target, what are the main mind, or what is the main target that is used? That is used to achieve the good academic practices, that is used with promoting the goals of the employability through such practices. Now second point is making such goals transparent to the teachers and the student. That's why I show you this screen. This is the main project that is used. So this is the main target that is used in this one. There are 4 learning outcomes that is available, or that is given in this one. So these are the 4 learning outcomes. So I already give you the detail, that is what are the various outcomes that will be used. So these are the 4 learning outcome, 1, 2, 3, 4. So keeping in mind what are the various content, what are the various target that is used in this one. So making such goals transparent to the teachers and the student. Then achieving the supplementary program that is used, that is wherever it is appropriate to ensure the achievement of the goal. So for example, if my goal is, for example, this is my goal. Instead of using the object oriented, I can also start the e-commerce technology, but we already discussed about the business skills for e-commerce. So this is not mandatory to use this one, but these red modules are the mandatory modules. One is the business skills for e-commerce, computer system that we already studied, employability that I'm going to start, or that start in the today's class, then the project design, implementation and the evaluation, then research skills. These are the various, we can say, the compulsory module, mandatory modules in this one. So instead of using the instead of doing the e-commerce again, that is the e-commerce technology, I will study about the object oriented programming. This is the credit value 15. This is also credit value 15, that is the e-commerce technology. So it means we can use any supplementary module, or we can swap the module, we can change the module from one to the another, so that it can achieve the target. The main goal is that achieving the target. For the achievement of the goal, my achievement of the goal is that my students are well aware about every aspect, whether it may be a programming, whether it may be a development, whether it may be a testing, whether it may be a networking, every aspects. And one of the key process that is used in achieving such change is auditing the curriculum to determine the extent to which the teaching and the learning method in use meet the employability goals. So one of the key aspect, one of the key process that is used with change in auditing the curriculum. Auditing curriculum means changing the curriculum to determine the extent to which the teaching and the learning method in use meet the employability goals. That is how to meet them, and how to resolve, or how to review how deficient can be addressed. That is the main concern. Now next is the competing definitions of the employability. That is, what are the various definitions that is used in the employability. That is the competing definitions of employability. So next is the competing definitions of the employability. That is, what are the various competing definitions of employability. The definitions of the employability can be divided into 3 different groups. So there are 3 different groups in which we can define the we can define the employability definitions. We can define the employability. The first was are those which focus on the immediate employment. That is, one is the immediate employment that is used. One is the immediate employability that is also used. That is the immediate employability. Graduate first employment statistics have for some time have been used as a performance indicator in the higher education. It has however been widely reorganized recognized that they have been, or they had been a crude measure in 3 aspects. So there are 3 aspects in which we can use the measures, in which we can use the excess. That is, there are 3 measures that is used. So they have been used on the data that is collected 6 months after the graduation. So there are three aspects. One is they have been passed or they have been based on the data that is collected in the 6 months after the graduation. This takes the inadequate account on the length of the time which may graduate or which many graduate takes to manage their transition to into a graduate level job. So whatever the job that is getting, that is a graduate level job that is used, whether they have a deferred job application until after the final examinations, or because they choose to travel for a while or to undertake the further studies or become or because or take some short-term jobs to clear some of their student debts before seeking more permanent employment. So that is the main concern. That is, after graduation some people join some organization, and when they join the organization there will be a bond that is, after completing the graduation your salary will be this one, or you are going to get the bonus of this one. That is also one of the come of the, we can say, the employability development, so that their interest will be developed. That is employability development. Next, they have not taken of the level of the jobs and entered. That is, there is no account of the level of the jobs entered and whether these jobs have a significant use of the graduate competencies or. Then student success in gaining the employment is determined not only by the effects of their education or higher education, but also by their own pre-existing attribute. That is, what are their employment attribute, what are their pre-effective, we can say the pre-existing attribute, that is the effect of the higher education, or by some of the labor market and the ways in which it operates at the local, national and the international level. So there are multiple attributes that is used, that is available with the national level, that is available with the local level, that is available with the international level. And some modifications have recently been introduced in an attempt that is used to achieve the target or to achieve the goal. Now, second are the definitions which focus on the immediate employability. So one is the employability that is used, that is the immediate employability or immediate employment. Now next is the definition that is focused on the immediate employability that is used, and these avoids the limitations of the immediate employment definition. So these avoids the limitation, that is how to limit the or how to use the immediate employment definition. They are commonly defined in terms of the student possession of the attributes to obtain a graduate job. They tend to include a strong focus on the students' work readiness, in other words, their ability to cope with the demands of the workplace without requiring the additional training to do. So there is no additional training that is required to do, that is no additional method that is required to do so. Their field of vision is accordingly somewhat restricted. That is also used with the employability vision. So second other definition that is used, that is available with the employment capability, that is available with the immediate employability, and their fields of vision is accordingly somewhat restricted. And third are the definition that focus on the sustainable development. So that is a sustainable development, that is the third part that is used, and these are concerned with the ability not only to secure a first job but also to remain the employable throughout the life. So that is a sustainable employability, that is there will be a sustainable employment, that is a job will be maintained in a sustainable way, that is a sustainable employability. And these are concerned with the ability not only to secure a first job but also to remain employable throughout the life. As Knight and York put it, employability does not rest when the first graduate job is achieved, but needs to be constantly renewed to be sustainable. Such definition accordingly includes not only the wider range of attributes required to be successful within the jobs, but also includes the attribute that is used that is required to manage the one's career development in ways that still sustain one employability. That is also going to sustain the one's employability. That is, one's employability can be achieved with the greater employability. That is done with the immediate employability or the sustainable employability. So sustainable means employability that is available, that is sustained, or that is for the long term, or that is we can say the relaxed job. That is a sustainable employability. Early formations of the second and the third, that is the immediate and the sustainable employability of these definitions focus strongly on the skills. So these definitions that focus on the skill that is also required, basically framed as the personal transferable skills, key skills, core skills, generic skills, and the employability skills. This focus has most recently been widely criticized, chiefly on the ground that skills is too limited a concept to embrace what employability comprises. That is, what employability comprises, what is the main target of employability, that is also the one of the main target. An alternative formulation which has been widely accepted being the USEM model, that is used, in which employability is viewed, has been influenced by the four broad and interrelated components. So there are four broad and interrelated components that is used. First is the understanding, that is viewed as being broader and deeper than knowledge. That is the understanding level, that is a broader term, and that is deeper than the knowledge, that is the understanding. Then next component is a skill. So one is the understanding, that is what is the understanding level, and then next is the skill, that is what are the various skills that is used, that includes the development of the skill, that is a skillful practice. Then efficiency beliefs, that includes the student views of themselves and personal qualities, that is a efficiency beliefs, that is what are the various efficiency beliefs. So one is the understanding, one is the skills, one is the metacognition, that is the self-awareness regarding and capacity to reflect on their learning, that is the student self-awareness, awareness, not awareness, that is the awareness. So they are fully aware about the student, they are fully aware about the category, that is the metacognition. So one is the understanding, one is the skills, one is the efficiency beliefs, one is the metacognition. These are the four terms that is used in this one. That is understanding, skills, efficiency beliefs, and the metacognition, that includes the student self-awareness regarding and the capacity to reflect on their learning. So these are the four components that is used. That is understanding, skills, efficiency beliefs, and the metacognition. So these are the four, we can say, the interrelated component, that is a brief component that is used in the that is used with the employability constraint, that is used with the sustainable employability. Now sustainability and the career development, that is how what is the main, we can say, the target between the sustainability and the career development. So this sustainability and the career development topic I'm going to start in the next class, that is in the tomorrow's class. So that's all for today's session. Thank you so much everyone for listening me. In the tomorrow's class, the topic is sustainability and the career development, that is the chapter number 3 only. That's all for today's session. Thank you so much everyone. Bye bye everyone. If there is any doubt, any clarification, you can ask the doubts from me, and any clarification, any issues regarding and anything, that is you can ask the doubt, no, with no hesitation, with nothing. So that's all for today's session. Thank you. Bye bye.